Hello, hello. My name is Jill, and this is the Healy Moon Tarot. I took a bit of a hiatus, and I am back with a new format. Earlier today, I did some paintings where I intuitively focused on different energies that I've been feeling, and I'll be matching a painting to a reading. So I hope you enjoy, and I would love feedback on what you thought of how I'm doing this. We're gonna pull some cards and see what they have to say today. All right. We're gonna start with the King of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So you may be encompassing a lot of this King of Cups energy this month, and it likely will be with someone who's more of a sword or air energy. So water and air. You may be all about what you're feeling, your emotional state, feeling connected to people, loving, nurturing kind of energy, whereas the person you're focusing that on may be much more in a logical mindset. What makes sense? And I need to get things done. They may even be saying things they don't really mean right now. This card always comes with this fast and furious. The look on the horse's face always kind of cracks me up. It's like he's looking back like, seriously, dude, have you thought this through? So if you're dealing with that kind of energy, it may feel burdensome, and you may be getting your feelings hurt, because sometimes people get so caught up in getting stuff done that they're not mindful of what that feels like to the people that have to deal with them. So if you are very much in your emotional space right now and trying to understand how you feel about things, and someone's making rash decisions, saying things that are kind of I almost said cutty. I still can't speak well. That hasn't changed. Words. But someone who's being really sharp-tongued right now may have you really feeling like, is this worth it? Like, I'm carrying around a bunch of crap right now. The 10 card is a completion card, and I wouldn't always say this card is a negative card, but these definitely heavy. You know, sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not. And being followed by the Three of Swords just lets me know that your emotional state is being kind of beat up right now. I'm very curious of what cards are going to come next. But I just want you to be mindful that, you know, you have a certain level of responsibility in that. If someone is saying hurtful things or doing hurtful things or acting out in some way, it's going to be up to you to set your boundaries. And next we have Judgment. And the Judgment card is very much about you taking accountability for your role in your life. We have free will. Every day, every minute, we have choices that we can make. There is no definite set in stone, this has to happen, you have to deal with this, you have to, no. You have choices, and not only do you have choices, but you then have to be accountable for the choices and the decisions you're making. So this card typically, to me, lets me know that there's some maturing that's going to be happening. It's not always easy. And the Two of Wands following it also lets me know that you're going to be put into a position where you're going to have to make some choices. So he's standing here in what looks like a very nice space, but he's holding the world in his hand and he's looking out, like, what else is out there? What are my options? Where do I really want to be? And I'm not telling you to leave your space or leave whoever this may just be a coworker or a friend or somebody. I'm not saying it's your significant other, but you may have to make some choices and decide where are my boundaries and where am I going to be the most comfortable and what's the most comfortable fit for me. The Nine of Wands following it lets me know, again, he's looking pretty beat up. He's looking like he's had to defend his space. So this may mean that you're going to have to get to a place where you can set very clear boundaries with this person so you don't have to feel hurt. And that also is going to depend greatly on you taking accountability for your role here. What do I have control over? What choices am I making that's allowing these situations to happen? That have I not been clear about my boundaries? Have I not been clear about what I can and cannot accept in my space? And sorry, I lost my train of thought right there. This feels heavy, but not in a bad way. I feel like this isn't super serious. It's not like the Tower cards out here and it's a bunch of negative things. I just feel like you may just need to get really clear with yourself. And this person may not be intentionally hurting you. This person may not be intentionally being a jerk or making things difficult or trying to be a burden and hurt your feelings. You just may have to readjust your perspective and be really clear about, where am I going? Where is this taking me? Is this beneficial to my life? Where are my boundaries? Am I letting this in? Am I going to feel defensive about it? Or am I going to feel in a place where I have set my boundaries and I can get to a place where I know where the lines are. I know what I'm accountable for. And I now have I almost see this as like a wall of defense up. On the other side of that, if you step over it, I'm going to have to be really clear with you about how this is going to transpire going forward. Let's pull 1 or 2 more cards for you. So I just don't feel like that's the end of it yet. Temperance and the Emperor. So to me, she is a balance that most of us are searching for on the regular basis. She's on land and she's in the water. She's pouring between these 2 cups. And in my mind, she's trying to like make them equal, if you will. She's taking the time. She's understanding the emotional space and the physical space. So even though you're all caught up in your emotions and this person may be caught up, well, it's a sword card, so it's technically an air card, but their physical space, their thoughts and their actions in the world, you finding the balance here. And then with the Emperor card coming next, he is all about infrastructure, like really knowing the guidelines and the rules of how something works and how it's best going to run smoothly, right? To me, he's budget and time management and resource management. He's kind of this, be all end all of our physical world, right? He understands what it takes to create. So I feel like these 2 cards coming out last is just going to be you maturing into this space where you can better balance those emotional aspects of yourself and be very clear about your physical world, how you want things to run, how you want things to move forward, where your boundaries are, how you're going to defend yourself or lead yourself in this world. Sorry, I know that was kind of a little all over the place, but that's how my brain works anyway. But I think the biggest thing here is coming back to this Judgment card. Holding yourself accountable for what you need to hold yourself accountable for. And then here being very clear on what does and doesn't work for you, where your boundaries lie, and how you're going to enforce them with others and with yourself. Awesome. Well, I hope that I said something that you needed to hear today. Thank you for spending time with me. All of my other socials and whatnot will be linked down below. Please feel free to reach out to me with any comments, questions, or concerns, and I would love some feedback on how I'm doing these readings now. And I believe that's all. Love you. Bye.